Assalamualaikum. My name is Aizah Shazlin binti Muhammad Shakri. My mentor number is S51699. I will present about assignment 2 and I choose two question is question 1 and question 3. Question 1, the answer is issue. Whether Ali have a right to sue her sister Aminah and Alia for breach of contract. Breach of contract is contractual agreement is an obligation that must be fulfilled by the person who signed the agreement. One party's failure to comply with its contractual agreement, violation can occur when a party fails to act on time, does not comply with the terms of the agreement, or fail to do so at all. Therefore, breach of contract is better known as mental breach or non-material breach. Next is principle. Consideration is essential to the formation of a contract made without an act. First, Section 2A of the Contracts Act 1950. This act defines that offer is when a person signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything with a view to obtain the assent of that or the other to the act. Second, Section 2D of Contract Act 1950. Consideration is defined as when the desire, the promisor, the promisee, or any other person has done or abstain from doing or does or abstain from doing or promise to do to abstain from doing something such as or abstinence or promisee is called a consideration for the promisee. The cases that I choose is Venkata Chinaya versus Peri Kataramaya 1881. The principle applied, a sister agreed to pay an annuity to her brother who provide no consideration for the promisee. But on the same day, their mother had given the sister some land, stipulating that she must pay the annuity to her brother. The sister subsequently failed to pay the annuity and was sued by her brother. The court held she was liable to pay the annuity. There was good consideration for the promise, even though it did not move from her brother. Next is application. A consideration that leads to an agreement occurs when something is given in return or in return for something else. In this case, the mother Aminah and Alia gave the consideration, but Ali did not give any consideration. Based on the principle and case described, consideration can be moved from one party to another. Although Ali did not give consideration in this case, the agreement is still valid. In conclusion, Aminah and Alia are advised to pay Ali 500 each month. This is because there is no doubt in the agreement they have made. Accordingly, Ali has the right to sue Aminah and Alia for breach of contract if they fail to give him 500 per month. Next, question 3. The issue is whether Lily can successfully claim the contract by a reason of her occasionally mental condition. A sound of mind is a state of mind that is sufficient to make a decision on decision. There is a legal presumption that a person of sound of mind can contract and perform all civil duties. The principle is Section 10 of Contract Act 1950. Section 10 of Contract Act 1950 states that all agreements are contract if they are made by free consent of the party competent to contract. Next, Section 11 of Contract Act 1950. This act provides that every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority according to the law to which he is subject and who is of sound mind and is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. Third is Section 12 of Contract Act 1950. This act provides that a person is said to be of sound mind for the purpose of making a contract if at the time when he made it he is capable of understanding it and forming a rational judgment to its effect upon his interest. A person usually suffering from mental disorder may make a contract during this period which is sound. Conversely, a person who is usually of sound mind but occasionally of unsound mind may not make a contract when he is of unsound mind. The cases is Imperial Land Code Ltd versus Stone, 1892. In this case, to successfully take the defense of insanity as breach of contract, defendant must show not only that he was so insane at the time of executing the deed such that he was incapable of understanding the implication of the agreement, but also that at the time of the contract his insanity was known to the plaintiff. The burden of proof must lie on the defendant, since the jury did not find on the second question, hence there must be new trial. The application, according to the above principle, a person of sound of mind can understand and make a rational assessment of the impact and importance of the contract. So, mental illness is not enough for a finding of sound mind. Based on the principle and cases described, Lily has ability to reach a legally binding agreement. This is because Lily is able to contract with ABC Ltd. The case also showed that Lily has a mental illness that makes her act irrational. According to him, she may feel that she did not understand the term of implication of the contract when she signed due to her chronic mental illness. The basis of inability is one inability to understand what he or she doing. In other words, he is unable to formulate rational judgment about his impact on his interest. Therefore, Lily has the right to dispute the validity of the contract on the ground of her insistence at the time of signing the contract. Contract applicable to person with mental illness cannot be void. Lily will also say that she is often in other words because she may be hallucinating and may not think well when she makes the contract. The contract will be voidable. Lily will use the contractual right to confirm or revoke it altogether. However, if at that time she is not of sound mind, she may be able to terminate the contract as provided in Section 11 and Section 12 of the Contract Act. In conclusion, Lily can choose whether to accept or cancel the contract because she has the right to make a decision on the case. So, Lily has the right to challenge the validity of the contract. Thank you.